Final Fantasy VII is a role-playing game that follows the story of Cloud Strife, a former member of an elite military group called The game is set in a fictional world called Gaia, where a corporation called Shinra is draining the planet of its life force. Cloud, along with other characters, including a resistance group called Avalanche, the game features Shinra and their leader, where players select actions for their characters to perform, such as attacking or using magic. The game also has a unique system called Materia, where players can equip magical orbs to their characters' equipment to give them different abilities. Final Fantasy VII is considered one of the 10 essential video games on PS1 due to its compelling story, iconic characters, and innovative gameplay. The game pushed the limits of the console's graphics and sound capabilities, creating a cinematic experience that was environmentalism, capitalism, and loss made it stand out from other games of its time, and it has continued to be a fan favorite for over 20 years. Metal Gear Solid is an action-adventure game that was released on the PlayStation 1. It follows the story of Solid Snake, a former member of a covert military unit. The game is set in a fictional universe where advanced technology is used for warfare.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
The gameplay involves stealth, combat, players must use their wits to avoid detection by enemy soldiers, and can use a variety of weapons and gadgets to take them out if necessary.
Make sure you don't let them see you.
First,
the game also features boss battles and puzzles that require players to think creatively.
Maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Metal Gear Solid is considered one of the 10 essential video games on the PS1 because of its innovative gameplay, for its cinematic presentation, and memorable voice acting and cutscenes. It also introduced many new gameplay mechanics to the genre, such as the ability to hide in cardboard boxes and a radar system. Metal Gear Solid is a must-play game for any fan of the action-adventure genre, and its influence can be seen in many modern video games. Resident Evil 2 is a survival horror game that was released on the PlayStation 1 in 1998. The game takes place in the fictional city of Raccoon City, where a virus has turned the majority of the population into zombies. The player takes control of one of two characters, Leon S. Kennedy or Claire Redfield, who are trying to survive and uncover the truth behind the virus. The game is considered one of the essential video games on the PlayStation 1 for several reasons. Firstly, it introduced a new level of horror to the survival genre, with its intense gameplay and chilling atmosphere. Additionally, the game features multiple branching scenarios and endings, which adds to the game's replay value. The puzzles in the game are challenging and well-designed, which makes the game more engaging. Furthermore, Resident Evil 2 also introduced the zapping system, which allowed players to play through the game twice, with each playthrough affecting the other. This system was innovative and unique at the time, and it added to the game's appeal. Overall, Resident Evil 2 is an essential video game on the PlayStation 1 because of its intense gameplay, chilling atmosphere, engaging puzzles, and innovative features like the Bandicoot is a game where you play as a cute orange creature named Crash, who must stop the evil Drive Cortex from taking over the world. The game is set in a colorful and vibrant world, and it is a platformer game where you must jump and spin your way through levels filled with obstacles. Is one of the 10 essential video games on PS1 because it was one of the first games to fully utilize the game's graphics were outstanding for its time, and its gameplay was smooth and intuitive. The game's difficulty level was also well balanced, making it challenging enough for experienced gamers but also accessible. The game's memorable characters, humorous cutscenes, and catchy soundtrack also contributed to its success and popularity.
Until then, I must use my forces.
Crash Bandicoot is a game that has stood the test of time and remains a classic example of a great platformer game. Spyro the Dragon is a classic game developed by Insomniac Games for the PlayStation 1 console. In this game, players control a young purple dragon named Spyro, who must save his world from the evil Nasty Nork and his minions. Spyro has the ability to breathe fire and charge at enemies, as well as glide and navigate through levels. Spyro the Dragon is considered one of the essential games on the PlayStation 1 because of its colorful graphics, engaging gameplay, and memorable characters. The game offers a variety of challenges, from platforming to combat, and features a large open world to explore. The game's unique art style and charming characters provided a memorable and enjoyable experience for gamers of all ages.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump.
Additionally, Spyro the Dragon launched a successful franchise that continues to receive new installments to this day. Overall, it is a must-play for anyone who loves classic platformers and wants to experience one of the best games of the PlayStation 1 era. Tomb Raider is a video game released in 1996 for the PlayStation 1. The game is about a British explorer named Lara Croft who travels the world in search of ancient artifacts and treasures. Players control Lara as she solves puzzles, fights enemies, and explores ancient tombs. The game is essential for PlayStation 1 because it was one of the first 3D action-adventure games that featured a female protagonist. It was also one of the first games to have realistic 3D graphics and physics-based object interactions. The game's success led to the creation of a franchise that has spanned over 2 decades. Tomb Raider was praised for its innovative gameplay and immersive world. Players were able to explore vast environments and solve complex puzzles, all while experiencing a thrilling adventure story. The game's protagonist, Lara Croft, became an iconic character in the gaming industry and helped pave the way for more diverse and inclusive video game on PlayStation 1 because of its groundbreaking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 graphics, skateboarding and iconic protagonist that continues to inspire new generations of gamers. Players take control of a professional skateboarder and perform tricks on various skate modes to play in, including and obstacles, where players complete objectives to unlock new levels and characters. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is considered one of the 10 essential video games on PS1 because it was a pioneer in the skateboarding game genre. It offered a level of realism and control that had never been seen before in a skateboarding game. The game was also incredibly fun to play, with an addictive gameplay loop that made players want to keep coming back for more. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was also praised for its graphics and soundtrack. The game featured a variety of real-world skateboarding locations and professional skaters, all rendered in stunning detail. The soundtrack included a diverse mix of punk, hip-hop, and rock music, adding to the game's rebellious and adrenaline-fueled atmosphere. Overall, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was a groundbreaking game that set the standard for skateboarding. Its combination of tight controls, addictive gameplay, and immersive atmosphere make it a must-play for any fan of the genre. Gran Turismo is a racing video game that was released on the PlayStation 1 console. The game has over 100 different cars and tracks to choose from, and the aim is to race against other opponents to win races and earn money to buy better cars and upgrades. Gran Turismo is considered one of the 10 essential video games on PS1 the game's graphics were impressive for its time and the realistic driving of each car's design and handling made it feel like a true driving simulator. Players could also customize their cars with different paint jobs, parts, and tuning options, making it a highly immersive experience. The game's lengthy campaign and challenging AI opponents also added to its replay value. Overall, Gran Turismo was a groundbreaking game in the racing genre and set the standard for future racing games. Silent Hill is a game where you play as Harry Mason, a man searching for his missing daughter in a mysterious town called Silent Hill. The town is shrouded in fog, and strange creatures roam the streets. As Harry ventures deeper into Silent Hill, he discovers that the town is haunted by a dark and twisted past, and that his daughter's disappearance may be linked to supernatural forces.
glad.
Silent Hill is one of the 10 essential video
Sybil
games on
Bennett.
PS1 because of its unique and immersive horror
I'm a
atmosphere.
police officer from Brent.
The game uses
Thanks.
clever sound design and visual effects to create a sense of unease and dread as you
do best
explore
to
the
stay
town.
nearby.
The gameplay is
going
also
on
well
with that
designed,
radio?
with challenging puzzles and intense combat that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Overall, Silent Hill is an unforgettable experience that helped define the survival horror genre and stands as a classic of video game history. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a game where players control a vampire hunter named Alucard as he explores the castle of his father. The game is a 2D side-scroller but with RPG elements such as leveling up, equipment management, and a large map to explore. The game's graphics, gameplay, and music are all top-notch, and it has been praised for its unique story and gameplay.
Once every century.
It is one of the 10 essential video games on PS1 because it was a groundbreaking game that influenced many other games that came after it. The game's open-ended design, which allows players to explore the castle at their own pace, was revolutionary for its time. The game also introduced the concept of Metroidvania gameplay, which combines the exploration and non-linear elements of the Metroid series with the RPG elements of the Castlevania series.
I've come to put an
Overall, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a classic game that still holds up today. It is a must-play for any gamer who wants to experience one of the best games from the PS1 era.